let it go, let it go. They'll never see me cry. Okay, I can't go that high. Hello, party people of the internet. We don't party much, do we? Hello, people of the internet. So I've had this channel for a year now, and I never really tell you guys much about myself, so I figured I would make a video telling you guys a few things you might not know about me. I am a vegetarian, and I have been since I was around 13. That means I've been a vegetarian for 10 years. I don't have a specific reason why I became a vegetarian. It just sort of happened. That being said, I'm not the kind of vegetarian who can't be around meat or, you know, will judge others for eating meat. I used to work at Burger King, so I'm pretty chill with that whole thing. Why do I do that all the time? I'm currently on my final year of getting my bachelor degree in history from the University of Oslo. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with this degree yet. It will come in handy if I ever need to, you know, build an atomic bomb, which is a class I've obviously taken. Or if I ever want to become, you know, a practitioner of magic. This is literally a class I'm taking this year. It's called History of Magic. It's awesome! For the last couple of years, every time I've traveled somewhere new, I've gotten a postcard from that place, and I kind of just started sticking them to my wall, and now I have this thing that I call Wall of Travels.
The Wall of Travels.
Every time I walk past this wall, I'm kind of hit with all these memories of travels and adventures, and it makes me really happy. I used to work as an au pair, which is basically a fancier word for live-in nanny. I lived in New Jersey, which was right across from New York City, and I lived with an amazing family that had 2 kids, and I loved them and the job so much. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I stayed there for 2 years. That's a lot for an au pair. So I really, really loved it. I am half Norwegian and half Danish. Ooh. My dad is Norwegian and my mom is Danish, and basically my whole family lives in Denmark, so we go there a lot. They live in this awesome town called Hillerød, which has this cool castle, and every time I go there I just walk around the castle taking pictures. When I was 13 years old, I got my belly button pierced. I know, in my own defense. It was really cool at the time, and my friend got one and I got jealous. And the worst thing is my parents didn't even try to stop me. They were like, sure, go ahead, go get one. Fine, fine, fine. So here I am, all those years later, stuck with this stupid thing. I mean, I'm not gonna take it out because I've gotten like oddly attached to it. It's a part of me now, but it's so stupid. I write down my dreams in a dream journal, and I've showed you this book before. I call it the Crazy Book, and the last few weeks I've had the weirdest dreams, and I'm just gonna share a couple of them with you. So this is the first one. Hit a guy with a tennis racket, then felt bad, and hid in an open grave, hoping not to get caught. Number 2, had to carry an old lady in a backpack to Stonehenge to fulfill her dying wish. She died before we got there, and Stonehenge was under construction. Was a real bummer. What the fuck? Number 3, killed someone. It's a great start. But then felt really bad about it, so returned to the crime scene to clean up blood. I must have so many like suppressed issues I'm not dealing with. Okay, so the best concert I ever went to was an Oasis concert back in 2008. So I was standing with my friends, I have friends, all the way in the back, and I was balancing on this railing, so I was really high up and I had people, you know, next to me and below me because I was up on this high thing. And during the concert, it just hit me how incredible this, you know, concert was. And I started tearing up from the words of the music, and all the colors was so real, and the lights were just on fire, and everything was so amazing. I was just so overwhelmed by like beauty and life, and After the concert, my friend, however, said, did you guys also get like really secondhand high from those people smoking weed below us? Oh, that makes sense. Colors coming alive and everything. I was high. Kind of ruined the magic. I got stood up on prom. I know, I'm a walking cliche. It wasn't as dramatic as it sounds. Like, we were meeting at the location of prom, so it wasn't like he was coming to pick me up and I was just standing there waiting. Still, it was pretty awkward standing there, you know, alone, just waiting while all the other girls in their pretty dresses with their roses and their dates got escorted into the ballroom. The girl who waited, they called me. This wasn't supposed to be a sad story. I had a really nice prom. Alone. Like, I'm still alone. I'm still waiting. It's not as bad as it sounds, because after a while of waiting for my, you know, lost love, I see this other girl who's standing there, also been stood up, and kind of look at each other and we're like, hey, you wanna go to prom with me? Yeah. And we went and we had a really nice time, and, you know, I never got an explanation of what happened to this guy, but I've let it go. Let it go. Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. I'm still waiting, my love. No, I'm not. Douchebag. Growing up, I lived behind this huge forest, and me and my friends would spend our entire days in this forest, just kind of running around, making up our own worlds, and then acting them out. We would create these worlds where, for example, we were the only people left alive in this world that was taken over by these monsters and stuff, and we would build little cabins and we'd kind of work together to, you know, collect food and you know, stay alive. We also found this tree that was shaped like it went up and then it met in the middle, so it was kind of like a door, and this was obviously a portal to different realities, so we would go through and we would change our entire personalities and become kings and queens, and it was really great. So happy that I got the chance to have this kind of, you know, outdoorsy, creative childhood. And I feel like this kind of shaped my whole creative side a lot. Like, I still make up worlds in my head. I'll see a random person on the street and I'll make up their whole life story in my head. And I really like that. I like having that bit of my childhood kind of still with me today. And I think it's a really good thing to have with you. Alright guys, that was it. Now you know a few things more about me. Ooh. I would love to see my subscribers do this, because I really love every single one of my subscribers, and I love listening to people's stories, so if you want to do it, please do it. Please! And if you're new, if you just kind of ended up here, hello, my name is Caroline, this is my channel, hello. I would love to see you do it as well. So, yeah, that was it. Alright, see you soon. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.